Guys, Dusty here with my analysis of the Super Bowl Switch commercial. All right, yeah, Super Bowl Switch commercial. I watched it this morning. It wasn't very good, if you can tell from the title. It wasn't very good. Had a lot of problems. And now I know a thing or two about advertising. I know a thing about marketing and advertising, and I'm sure the people that Nintendo hired know a thing or two about advertising too. Let's see if we can straighten out the camera. But yeah, I'm sure they do, but they did break some of the major rules of advertising. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through this commercial, a summary of it anyway, and give you some reasons why I don't think this commercial will be effective advertising. So it opens up with the sleeping dude and hipster music, as all commercials do nowadays. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be music that's necessarily going to sell the console, but it's like minor upbeat kind of. It's kind of that. It's difficult to explain, but you know it when you hear it. It's hipster music. But yeah, a hipster dude wakes up, and now this is a hipster dude. Like, he is the king of hipster. He is hipster of hipsters. I'll kind of explain it just by his environment. Why he's a hipster of all hipsters. But anyway, he pulls the switch off of his favorite read, It's Dangerous to Go Alone, by Zid Dast. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what the book says that he pulls the switch off of. However, it doesn't matter to him because he'd have a hard time reading it, being the fact he keeps his chopstick art on top of it. But I suppose it's better than his other nightstand, which just has 2 green cones on it. I don't understand hipster art. I mean, maybe I'm not intellectual enough to understand this stuff. Maybe it resembles the duality of the human condition or something like that, but I don't know. But anyway, he starts playing Zelda in his bed. He just plays Zelda in bed. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, marketing. Everybody kind of wants to, lay around in bed for a while and play Zelda from time to time. Now, here's the thing. It cuts to a scene of Link jumping off a cliff with his hang glider. Now, you would think that they'd give this like, a big opportunity to show off the expansive world. Nope. They just show Link on a hang glider for 3 seconds. Now, keep in mind, each second of Super Bowl ad is we're just going to estimate it out to $500,000. They spent $1.5 million to show people Link can hang glide. Congratulations. I mean, instead of showing off this expansive world, this living world that they've touted so much, Link can hang glide. Okay. Yay, I suppose. Okay, so anyway, let's find where we are in his notes. Okay, so the commercial then cuts to the guy in his hipster kitchen, complete with decorative cups that are all lined up in perfectly. He is assumedly scrambling eggs, but, he's doing a very bad job of it, being the fact he doesn't have a spatula, or anything to move the eggs around for that matter. But anyway, he starts playing Zelda when he's cooking, because that wouldn't be distracting at all, alright? Everybody and their dog has wanted to, play Zelda while they cook. I mean, in your kitchen, I don't know. It's like that's something that I don't think is necessarily going to appeal to the audience, Not something everybody inherently wants to do is cook while playing Zelda. But okay, that's fine. It does show an admittedly cool scene of Link in some kind of boss fight, skating around on a shield, doing all kinds of cool things. But yeah. And I think that's basically all you get from that scene, just showing a guy cooking for approximately 2 seconds, or to translate that in money, $1 million. And then he cuts into walking into his hipster living room. Now, when I say hipster living room, I mean a hipster living room. All right, it's complete with a coffee table on wheels, a 1960s stereo console for a TV stand. All right. Can't forget his abstract art all over the place. And his skateboard. Along with his dartboard with no darts. His guitar with a rocker chair, like one of those things that kids by the age of 6 to 12 have. His rocker chair blocking his guitar amp. So there's no way, he actually uses his guitar. Because, hipsters, right? And in case you weren't 100% sure this guy was a hipster, he's got a Broadway street sign in his window. Yeah, he's a hipster. He's a hipster. Pretty sure he's a hipster. Anyway, puts the switch in his dock, and voila, his TV magically turns on immediately. I'm sure that's normal. I'm sure most TVs just turn on when you want them to. And it immediately starts playing Zelda. No screen saying, hey, warning. And I know it's a Super Bowl ad. I know the value of every second of Super Bowl ad. So they're not going to show, oh, you need to hit the OK button to go into the gameplay. No, they're not going to do that. But, I just find a little, something funny with that. I mean, Anyway, it cuts to Shayna Link jumping off his horse and shooting something in the eye, which is really cool, admittedly. It then cuts to him kind of creepily staring at the TV screen. Let's see if we can reenact this. Yeah, just like really, really intently. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. And then it cuts to the little Legend of Zelda advert saying, this kind of slogan, switch and play Nintendo Switch. Because that has a good jingle to it. Switch and play Nintendo Switch. When you repeat words, it's not a good jingle. Switch and play Nintendo Switch. Nobody's going to remember that. All right. So that brings me into the first point of this commercial not being very good. The slogan, switch and play Nintendo Switch. What the heck is that supposed to mean? You switch it from, your portable console, TV console. Yay? I mean, the switching action shouldn't be glorified. It's the fact that you can play it on the go and on your TV. That should be glorified. Now, so next big point. It's just not appealing to the Super Bowl audience, all right? Half of these people are going to be football fans, most likely, at least, okay? Because they're watching the Super Bowl. So you should probably expect to just do some like cool scenes of like explosions and stuff like that. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to be how do I put this against football fans at all, but they tend to like action, all right? Being the fact they're football fans, all right. You should really show the action. Show somebody at least doing something besides their monotonous daily routine. All right, is I guess what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, I don't think this is going to appeal to the Super Bowl audience. They really should have shown better gameplay in that first clip, because keep in mind that's a $1.5 million mistake basically. I mean, if you show 3 seconds of footage that isn't very nice, then that's not going to do anything for selling your consoles. And it's just Link on a hang glider. I mean, yeah, it's got a very poorly rendered, behind him, because the game's supposed to be rendering in front of him, I assume. So, they're showing basically the wrong side, the wrong angle. They should have showed him from kind of a side back view, looking at the expansive world ahead of him. All right, that would have been very cool, knowing that hey, you can go to any of these places. That would be awesome. Yeah. But here's the glaring issue. Here's the big issue. The huge issue, all right? They should have showed that the Switch can leave his hipster home, all right? They should have showed that you can actually take your Switch with you to other places besides your home. Because you know what can do anything you see in that commercial right there? The Wii U gamepad. I mean, as long as your house isn't too big, which mine definitely isn't. I mean, in my little house, I mean, not to mention, hipster-sized apartments, which are like the size of broom closets, I can play my Wii U in bed. I can play my Wii U in the kitchen frying eggs, so I've never intended on doing that, because you just burn your eggs. It'd just be a bad idea. Don't do it, guys. Don't cook and play video games at the same time. PSA time. But, yeah, you can do all that with the Wii U, and the problem is, people, I mean, and I know we're all like informed on the Nintendo Switch. We all know this stuff, but they don't. These people are completely clueless to the Nintendo Switch. Imagine you've never heard of the Nintendo Switch, and lo and behold, you see this Nintendo Switch commercial. You probably think that it has to be within some vicinity of the dock, all right? Because he doesn't take it out. It's basically false advertising by omission, all right? Except, that hinders the product, all right? In essence, you're omitting the fact that it can go outside, so people will think that it can't. All right, subconsciously. All right. So that's a big thing, because one of the big things in the original Switch trailer, which is why I liked it so much, and I should have done an analysis on that, but I mean, it's something that was done so well is just showing that, hey, this thing can leave your home. This is a social console, all right? You can take it places, all right? But this guy basically shows, yeah, if you never leave your house, you're pretty much good. When this thing's a portable home console, that's what this thing's major selling point is. It's a portable console that has the power of a decent home console. I mean, come on, really? And people will think of it as like, you know, a PS Vita attached to a PS4, or you know, what are they called? I know what they're called. NVIDIA Shield, that, you know, tethers to a PC. They're going to think that this thing isn't actually something you can take on the go. They're going to think that it's tethered to your home. That is the huge, glaring issue. All right. Now, how do I think they could fix this in a Super Bowl ad? All right, you got 3 seconds? You got 3 seconds? You could cut out the 3 seconds of that guy frying eggs in his kitchen. All right? Because keep in mind, that's a lot of money wasted on watching a guy cook. It's very easy. Just show a little scene, taking his little Nintendo Switch, sticking it in his hipster backpack, probably with patches and stickers on it, and walking out his front door. Woo! Yeah! Could win an Oscar for that kind of planning. Yeah. I mean that would have been so much better than watching a guy cook. Okay? Now, that would be effective advertising. That would let you know, hey, this Switch, you can put it in your backpack, and you can leave with it. All right? I know this is kind of a foreign concept to Nintendo, but that's kind of your selling point. All right? Now, Nintendo's never been very good at advertising. All right? They never have been. And really what they should do is hire effective advertisers. They could hire me if they wanted to. They could hire anyone in the world to do their advertising. And not to mention, when you're doing a Super Bowl ad, keep in mind, about $500,000 a second, a little bit more than that, I think. You could hire the best of the best advertisers. You should hire the best of the best advertisers. Because if you don't, you are inherently losing value. All right? So yeah, altogether, I think this is bad advertising. Not just for Super Bowl standards, which is a very low blow, being the fact that Super Bowl standards, I mean, this ad is going to cost them something like $15 million, at least, right? So, yeah. Pretty bad. And I mean, of course, that's all estimates. It could be lower, but I'm thinking it'll probably be higher costs for Super Bowl ads. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What did you think about the ad? I'll try to link it in the description. You can go ahead, feel free and watch it yourself and kind of release your opinions in the comments. But yeah, I personally don't think it's going to be an effective form of advertising. I think it'll definitely let people know that the Switch is a thing, which is much better than what they did with the Wii U. But yeah, I don't think it's going to inherently sell units like it could have if they said, hey, put it in your backpack, walk out the front door. It's a portable console, not just something that's tethered to your home. All right. That and of course, you know, you have the advertising concept of exploration. Basically, people like exploration. People like leaving a specific environment. So this all being contained in some tiny little environment, not a good idea for advertising. All right. Breaks a lot of the major rules of advertising. All right. Doesn't appeal to its audience. Doesn't well showcase the product. And you have no sense of exploration, no sense of excitement. All right, this guy doesn't even leave his house. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching this commercial. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this commercial. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you watch the commercial and get your own view on it. Leave in the comments what you think about it. But I'll see y'all next time. Take it easy.